So dig, right? So I met this little female, right? Um, and it was like, so, like it was raining and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was soaking wet and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the store and shit, wet as hell. It's raining like a motherfucker. So she come walking up, boom. I holler at her and shit like, damn, hey, she tell me like, hey, I stay over here and this motherfucker little loft and shit, you know. She's like you want to get out the rain, you know, wash your clothes, your shit all dry your clothes, wash your clothes, your shit all wet and shit, you know what I'm saying? You come chill with me and shit, you know. So I was like, cool, you know, I felt like that was some real shit, you know what I mean? So I go over there with her, boom, wash my clothes, I'm chilling in this motherfucker with her, we chilling and shit, getting to know each other and shit, kicking, you know. And she was a cool motherfucker, cause I felt like, cause at the same, you know, I had just been poisoned. And that's why I was out there because I was like trying to get away from these motherfuckers that was trying to kill me and shit. And I didn't want nobody to know where I was at. So I ended up like, you know, going to this store and shit, like getting some out the store and shit when I ran into her and it was raining and shit. So boom, she take me to her little loft and shit. I'm in this bitch chilling with her and shit, washing my clothes and my shit soaking wet from that rain shit. And I'm sick as hell, like I couldn't breathe. Like I'm in this bitch like gasping for air and shit, throwing up and shit. You know, I had really just been poisoned. You know what I'm saying? When I ran into her, so she take me there. Boom. She helped nurse me and get me together. You know, and this was like in December 2025, and she like helping me out. You know, because I was really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And but I noticed like that she was like having a lot of company, a lot of niggas coming to her house and shit. You know, a lot of motherfuckers coming over her house and shit. You know, so I ain't know her. I ain't know none of these motherfuckers. So when she gets some company, you know, I dip. You know what I'm saying? Go out fast on the do. You know what I'm saying? I come back later that night. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I end up living with her. You know what I'm saying? So I dip out. Boom, I come back later that night. Boom, sleep in the motherfucker and get up, dip out, come back later that night, sleep in that motherfucker. So I'm spending the night with her, you know what I'm saying? We getting cool, bonding and shit, you know. Um, you know, I ain't really know what she, I knew, but I ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? I know ain't no female got motherfucking dudes running in and out their motherfucking house and they ain't staying but 20, 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't dumb as hell. You know, I know, like, I kind of figured this shit out, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't really wasn't tripping, you know, because that's her thing. You know what I'm saying? She helping me. I'm poisoned. I can breathe. I'm throwing up. Like, I'm really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And she helping get me back together, you know? So, bam, time go on, you know, like, and we've been together like inseparable since I met her from like December all the way to now. Like we together, you know, back to back. But see, my enemies was tracking me down. They was, you know, these motherfuckers were really trying to kill me. So they hunted me down, and then so what they do is like they're like when they find me and shit, they'll try to see who I'm around, what I'm doing, so they could destroy that too, right? And so it's a place next to where she stay called MBI, and then there's another place down the street, the Beasley Wellness Center, right? So like when she was doing whatever the fuck she was doing, and I'll leave, I would go next door to MBI just to chill, so she could have some privacy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I go down to the Wellness Center and chill down there just so she could have some motherfucking privacy, right? But while I'm in there, you know, these motherfuckers, they thinking like I'm on drugs and shit. 'Cause these like drug places and places for motherfuckers with mental illnesses. So they think because I'm coming in there chilling that I'm either a drug addict or I got a mental illness problem. But I ain't had none of that shit. You know, I'm poisoned. I'm in this bitch sick. I'm throwing up in that motherfucker. They ain't even know I'm going to the bathroom throwing up. gasping for air. I can't breathe. Like I'm really fucked up. Cause they like I had been poisoned in Jackson, Michigan. They gave me some shit and it was eating up my motherfucking stomach and fucking me up. Like I was supposed to die off the shit, but I pulled through. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm in these two places. They think I'm a dope fiend or a mentally ill nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's who in there. They don't know I'm just coming chilling while this bitch doing whatever the fuck she doing. You know what I'm saying? So time go on, man. The bitch get cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about tight, but you know we together every day. You know we done bonded. You know what I'm saying? And so one day, like I was like texting the bitch, or we was texting or something, and I just was like, man, let me see what's going on with this bitch. So I text the bitch like yeah, you know you love me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch text back like yeah, I do. And I was looking like, damn, this bitch said, yeah, I do. I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. Like, because you can't be with somebody every motherfucking day for months and months and months. Because it was like about 4 months that went by. 90 days or something that went by when I texted her that shit. And that bitch was like, yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, you know. But I had got feelings for her too. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize, man, we together every single motherfucking day, spending the night, sleeping together every motherfucking night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so the people got shit twisted because they were saying like, here goes somebody that didn't want nothing from you but you. And I'm saying like, it wasn't a situation like that. This somebody who had a good heart that saw me in the rain, can't breathe, throwing up and shit, and took me in and nursed me and helped me recover from being poisoned. I met her as somebody, a victim of poisoning. Somebody tried to take my life, you know what I'm saying? And she helped get me back together. It wasn't nothing like we was dating or no like sexual relationship or no nothing like that, man. She saw me and she had a good heart and she cared for me. And that's what made me bond with her and love her because I got love for anybody that see me going through some shit and help me. You see what I'm saying? So that's what bonded me with her, you know, and then we together like every day, you know what I'm saying? Like every day, you know, sleeping together, everything, man, just chilling, you know, building, like doing shit, real shit, you know. And I noticed that she wasn't used to that type of shit. Cause, you know, she taught me her history and I'm seeing shit that's going on. She ain't never been around a real motherfucker before in her life, ever. You know what I'm saying? So her meeting me, and even though I'm sick and fucked up, I'm still a real motherfucker. So she's seeing this real shit. You know what I'm saying? She's seeing a motherfucker who got her back, who holding her down and all this shit, you know. But then my enemies like got on me and found out where I was at and found out who was helping me. And then they was going after her and trying to turn her against me, you know. And none of this shit worked because I was actually helping build her up because she was going through some shit too. You know, so boom, time go on, all the motherfucking dudes coming over there, that shit then slowed down. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't really happening no more. And she told me one day, like, yeah, because she called them her friends and shit, right? So she was like, yeah, I got rid of all my friends for you. Like, I stopped fucking with them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And and I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit is like becoming something, you know what I'm saying? And she was real thin when I met her. And she wasn't really eating good. But now you see her, she didn't gain weight. You know, she didn't got thick, got herself together, you know, like she started doing her hair and taking care of herself, making herself look like really good for a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was seeing this. The motherfuckers like, damn, that's this like the wicked ass that bitch because you got to remember, motherfuckers was like telling me shit about her, and they saw the transformation. You see what I'm saying? And then you got to realize this: she have not been like she ain't know how to cook or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But she started actually trying to be like a wife to me type shit. You know what I'm saying? She really started trying to be like my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a cook and all this shit. So she cooking on AI, asking AI like how to cook some shit. She trying to cook some shit. But she was making it work, listening to that AI shit, tell her what to do and shit, right? So we in this bitch cooking this shit and doing all this woman wife shit, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was seeing it, but they plan was to destroy me from having a connection with her. You know, and then they don't want me to be the person resurrecting people. They don't want me to be the person changing people's life and building people up because they want to try to make it seem like it's some old Christianity shit though, some old fake ass God in outer space ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's who my enemies are, the religious people. Them the people who poison me. Them people who been trying to kill me. Them people who been trying to ruin my life. Them people they been trying to bankrupt me and all that type of shit, right? So they trying to make step in once they see me building her up and see me changing her life. They did everything in their power to like come between me and her so they could perpetrate the fraud like they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta realize if I meet her and she fucked up, and where y'all was at then, if y'all did it, now that she didn't start eating, got her weight together, and got rid of all the motherfucking tricks coming over her motherfucking house and all that shit, right? And doing good now, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all see it. Now y'all want to come and come between us and then try to move it. Cause it's like the nigga over there now acting like they kicking it and shit. Well, he some old one of them pussy ass niggas, like my enemy type nigga. You know what I'm saying? That and and he stepped in like to cut me out the picture because he got like these religious motherfuckers behind him. So they doing all the shit that to attract her towards that pussy shit. Cause some motherfuckers don't know how to think for themselves. They listen to all that old fake ass religious shit. You know, motherfucker, come you been suffering all this time. Ain't nobody came to you talking about no motherfucking God or giving you no money or doing none of this shit. But once they see you fucking with me and see that I done changed your life, and all of a sudden they want to pop up with this God shit and start trying to do shit for you to make it seem like they building you up, you know. So they put a wedge between me and her, and I'm just looking like, bitch, how you falling for this goofy ass shit? You motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. They just trying to destroy me. You see what I'm saying? But you know, I pulled back, you know, but you know, I'm happy that she doing better now, even though I feel like she don't fall back down because these goofy motherfuckers can't maintain it. Then they in that bitch trying to do the shit. Cause you know they had cameras, hidden cameras in this bitch house. Cause she even told me, I said, bitch, I feel like I'm being watched in this bitch, like it's a camera in this bitch. So, and she told me, yeah, I feel like it's like somebody put a camera in here too. You know what I'm saying? So she even felt like she being monitored in that bitch. But they did put a camera in there because they wanted to watch me, so they could see what I do, so they could come back and imitate the shit I do. You see what I'm saying? So now this pussy motherfucker come over there, right? Who she know, like he one of them motherfuckers, right? So I'm watching him do all the shit that I was doing. You know, ain't that some weird ass shit? When you could sit up and look at a motherfucker doing the shit you was doing, and it's like, oh damn. So these motherfuckers watched me on the camera, sat back and study everything I was doing with this bitch. And then this motherfucker step in. Now he doing all the shit that they seen me doing with this bitch that they feel that this is what changed this whole. This what made her fall in love with him. So you go over there and pretend to be him and do all the shit he was doing, and then we gonna cut him out, and then we gonna see where we go with this bitch. Because you can't like maintain somebody by pretending to be somebody else. You might could like that shit'll work for a minute, but the shit I'm doing for her or with her is not what got her. Like me, my personality, me as a person was got, but and then he even trying to imitate that too. You know what I'm saying? Trying to act like he me type shit, you know. But she don't even like this motherfucker like that. Cause you gotta remember, I'm still going over there with the bitch, still like doing whatever I be doing with this bitch. And then she done told me like, man, don't worry about this motherfucker. He ain't gonna be here that much longer. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker, like, and then she don't like the motherfucker because she can't be herself with him. That's what she told me. Like she could be herself with me, but she gotta ask her. Because I told her, I was like, damn, why you all good and shit when this motherfucker here? But when it's me and you run around this bitch like Tasmanian devil and shit. And she told me like, yeah, I can't be myself around these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I could be myself around you. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with you. I could be myself around you. I can't do all this shit around these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And that meant something to me too because I see that, you know, even like how she dressed, like, and that's another thing I noticed. Like when I go over there, I see how conservative she dressing around this motherfucker. But when I'm over there, you know, it's she dressed how the fuck she what she like to wear type shit. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't being herself with the motherfucker. And can't nobody stay in no relationship or be around nobody where you gotta pretend to be another motherfucker. You can't be your motherfucking self. And that shit ain't gonna last long. You know what I'm saying? Because yourself gonna be always be fighting to get up out that shit. You know what I'm saying? Only thing reason why he there is because, you know, them religious motherfuckers is giving him money and giving him food and all this shit to give to her and act like he doing shit for her. Then they watching the video and he's trying to pretend and do all the shit I'm doing that I was doing with her. You know what I'm saying? And she it's working. It working because I'm seeing the shit, but that shit ain't gonna last long because that ain't really even you. Like his character gotta come out. You could pretend to be me for so long, but at some times you got to be yourself, and that's when her and him are going to bump heads because it's him that she not gonna like, but she liking this him pretending to be me. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll see where it go, man.